Hello everyone, today I'm coming to you from outside the blood bank in Albury and doing what I do each quarter, and that is give blood. Now I've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years, and I really wish I'd started it in my early 20s. I really think this is a very worthwhile thing to do and really important. And they get so many things right. Not only is it really easy, and you've got an app that does everything for you, so the friction's removed, but they give you party pies and sausage rolls and kombucha and all the good things. But the thing I really love about the process is you get an email a few days later after your donation telling you where the blood actually went. So whether it went to the Royal Children's Hospital, whether it went to Royal Melbourne, or where it went to Cabrini, or whether it went to Bendigo, whatever hospital it went to, they actually send you an email telling you where it actually went. And I love that, because what it does, it creates visibility that your donation's important, that your donation has actually made a difference. And I'm reading the book at the moment, Mattering, and it's really important for us as humans that our contributions make a difference. And when we don't see that and we don't feel seen as a result, it can really impact what that means for us, and ultimately can really deteriorate our motivation in doing these things. So when I look at what these guys are doing really, really well, and I also link that back to the confidence that business leaders have in getting other people to do what they once did, I think part of the issue is there's not the visibility in what other people are actually doing when you hand over tasks, or when you delegate tasks, or where you get other people to do what you once did. And that lack of visibility doesn't feel like delegation or leverage of your knowledge into the business. It actually feels like exposure. It feels like you're vulnerable, and as a result, quite often things will wash back over your desk. You'll take them back and you'll do them the way you want them done, because you're not confident that things are being done the way you want to do. So what to do? Well, to increase visibility, we can do a number of things. Number one, we can start with what the right delegated authority for our people should be. Where are the boundaries that you want to set as a business owner? In what authority do your people have in making financial decisions, in making people decisions, in making customer experiences decisions? Because in setting those boundaries, it not only frees us from the cognitive load of having to do everything, but it actually gives agency to our people as well. It gives them a sense of being able to control their own destiny and what that looks like. So that's number one, is to create really firm delegated authority boundaries so that we know what's in the realm of other people doing things and what's in our world. The second thing is not to coach. You might hear, I want to coach, I'm coaching my people, but coaching people is very directive. What I love to do with senior people is actually mentor them, and it may seem like not much of a difference, but it's actually quite a big difference. So when you delegate, you're creating scenarios for people to answer for you. So what if you did this? What if you did that? And what you're teaching is really strong problem solving capability and the ability to be able to navigate complex tasks. And when they need to do that in real life, hopefully some of your line of inquiry that they've been able to navigate through, and the feedback that you then provide, will give them the skills and the capability to be able to deal with more complex scenarios that once had to be done by you. And I guess the third one is to really measure the impact of your leverage. So when we delegate, we're just really handing on a task, and it does very little in building capability. But when we think of in terms of leveraging what we do into the organisation through systems, or into other people through building capability, it makes a significant difference. So keeping a score on how many times you've leveraged a task that you once did into the organisation, and how many times that comes back to you, how many times you're firefighting things that come back to you, how many issues you have to fix, really mapping that through and monitoring that, because what gets measured gets managed. So if we're measuring the leverage and how well we're going there, rather than how many tasks we delegate, we will have much more impact over the long term. So back to the blood bank, people give blood, and one of the things I love is because the visibility of where that blood goes and the difference it makes. And for you as business leaders to really get some freedom and some space in your business, you have to transfer some of the tasks you once did into your team. And what I'm saying is create that visibility so you can get confidence in doing that. So here's my question to you and my challenge to you. How are you going to leverage what you once did back into your people, and how are you going to leverage that into your systems and into your processes rather than just delegate one task at a time? And how are you going to measure that to really understand the impact and really get some progress, so making progress visible?